dwarf planets and moons and other natural satellites along the way, or the pirates who want to have reign over it so they can have stake claim on these moons and on these other planets and anything else that they can stake a claim in, where they can have territory to expand their pirating business and their pirating, smuggling and of contraband and whatnot. Good. I think that's a great place to start. And the disagreement, let's see. I am curious to see if there is something we can roll on here, but I think we've already established what we really wanted. Let's see. So let's roll a d3 on that. So in between, are they meeting on a planet, a moon, or another space station? I rolled a 2, which means they are meeting on a moon. This moon base happens to be revolving around another planet. We can even just at this point just call it a gas giant. So that's where, let's just face it, that's where pirates really like to be, to ambush any ship trying to do a very crude refueling of a ship. So they're on a moon that's revolving around this gas giant. This is where the meeting is taking place. Talti flies over to this neutral moon for now to have a discussion with the scavengers and with the pirates. As he makes his way over there, he gets the comm that comes in asking what's his business. He explains that his name is Sven, sending his credentials over. So let's see. We're going to give that a sort of a persuasion roll. Nice. So with a target of 8, he hits literally an 8 and everything just checks out for him. He's given the clearance to come in. They identify him as Sven from here on out. So Sven makes his way in and lands on the port of the moon and walks in, and when he explains, "Hey, I'm here to meet with the leaders of both of these factions. Where is the meeting place?" He's given the directions and is told to go into this one area. So the meeting hall, let's give it a little bit of a dressing. So I think first things first, let's create some NPCs here. So for the pirate leader, let's do the pirate leader first. Oh, you know what? So after landing, it's a new is it a new scene? It's funny when you do these things, it always ends up being what I did. Was that a scene? And in essence, yes, it was. It was a scene. It's said and done. And one would say the chaos factor goes down to 4 now, creating more of a possibility of a no answer. So that scene of him getting his stuff, his equipment, his starship, and taking off, that is where we ended our scene. And now we're on this new opening scene, and where he's landing on the planet and he's meeting with the two factions. Here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna end the scene like this. Talti has to make contact with both leaders of the faction. So he goes and he meets with the pirate captain first, right? The pirate leader. Now, is this guy the leader of all pirates? Chaos Factor 5, 82. He is not the leader of all the pirates. But he is someone of major importance, for he is someone trying to establish a trade route for the pirates so that they can have control over that trade route. Good. Now, let's go ahead and create an NPC here. Let's give him a 43, frightening, 18, Crazy. Oh, okay. Perfect. So this pirate captain is frightening, crazy, mad, a mad person, absolutely mad as he is. Right? Mad in the head, but everybody respects him. We're going to assume that it's a him, and I do apologize if I'm playing some favoritism towards gender roles, but I am a man, cisgender male, so I do apologize on behalf of my gender, first and foremost. Second, it was the first voice that came into my head was this voice that talks like this. I'm mad. He's mad. He is the madman gone tool. That's his name. Go tool. Love it. So the madman Go tool gets in contact with with Sven. He's like, "Oi, Sven, I've been expecting you. They said Ascension was sending down someone to speak with me, and that's no good rat bastard." Yes, Madman Gotul, as it were. I am here to broker peace between you. Not peace! Peace! I don't need peace. I need my trade route. That's what I need. We will meet at the meeting place and we will discuss them yielding to our demands. All right. Mr. Gotul. Madman Gotul! Madman Gotul. I understand what you want to accomplish, and I respect that. Please, let us meet at the meeting place first. I will get in contact with the representative of the scavengers, and I will let you know a time and place where we will meet. Is that understood? Of course it's understood. I'm not stupid. I'm just mad. And then ends that calm line. Let me just write down it's Madman Go Tool. Go Tool. All right, let's roll on. I really feel like we really established that character. That was wunderbar, as it were. Okay. So on general, we're gonna give it 24. On for the scavenger leader, we roll 24 defiant, 83 skilled. Defiant skilled. Okay, I hear voices, alrighty. So defiant skilled. He's quite the man. It's quite a man, really. When a madman go to, he talks like this. Raise on a pirate is what I cut down their necks. He's mad. Okay. Defiant skilled. He is a leader of the scavengers. You know, he does good work. And the kind of man that he is, he's good. Defiantly good at what he does. And what he does is scavenge. And he finds all types of things. So no one can really tell him what to do. He's a very brilliant and very deftly man. Ugh, made him a man again. They're men. I'm so sorry for the for. I feel like we've created some good number of women. Some of them were not good though. All right, let's give him a name. And so this person indeed is divinely skilled, and he goes by the name of Len Onya. Lenonia. Sven gets in contact. Is hello? Am I speaking with the representative of the scavenger party? Am I speaking with the representative of the scavengers? And on the other line is yes, it is I, Len Onya, and yes, we have every right to that trade route. I understand, Len. Please, I've already set up a meeting place for all of us. And at that meeting place, I would like for you and the Madman Gold Tool to speak things out and lay out what you need and why the other one deserves it more than the other party. And we will reach a mutual agreement on this. Is that understood? Oh, yeah. I completely understand. You're so much easier to talk to than that madman Goldtool. Do appreciate that. I'm very much so. You are quite the gentleman, Mr. Len. I don't worry about it. He says, don't worry about it. That was his voice. That's how. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm more than happy to meet with you. So the meeting place has been set up, and that ends our scene. The scene now begins at the meeting place. So I do want to dress up the meeting room a little bit. So Talti has set up the mediation, as you will. Funny enough, right? He sets up this mediation at a pretty much a standard meeting room where everyone can meet on neutral grounds. And so the first thing we're going to do is test this scene. The chaos factor has gone down to 4 at this point. Okay, so let's test the scene. Does it proceed as expected? 5, it does. First thing Talti does is that he looks around the room and sees if there's anything of any suspicion. 10. Perfect. So he looks around the room. He can investigate it very well. Is there anything in the room that could cause a problem? Chaos factor 4, giving us a likely of a no answer. Yep, it is a solid no, 50-50. So the room is benign, and he sends out the message to both Len Onya and Madman Goltul to now come and meet, and only them. Or I'm going to bring my own men, is what I'm going to do. And and trust me when I say this, I'm going to bring my men as well. Talti, as Sven says, gentlemen, I completely understand how you want to bring your backup. I really do. But it is very important to not imperil these negotiations. So please, trust me as I say this. Bring you and only yourselves to this meeting. I am here to help both of you out and hear both of you out. Please understand that I have no boon or no stake in this matter, and I'm only here to see just peaceful negotiations for either the pirates or the scavengers. Is that understood? Okay, I'm going to give that a target of 8. Talti rolls a 9 plus his skills, and that he's rolling an 11. I, I understand completely. I'll only bring myself. And no weapons? I am to understand, Madman Kotul? No weapons? Oh, fine. He rolled high, by the way. Oh, fine. I won't bring any weapons. And I, Len Onya, won't bring anything else except for myself. I understand that these negotiations have to go according to plan. So, I will state my case, and I will be there without any weapons or without any men. And the comm line cuts out, and sometime later, who comes in first? Len or the pirate Gold 2? First of all, do they arrive at the same time? Let's ask that question. And I want to say that there's kind of a likelihood that I'm going to say that I'm going to go ahead and say that there's a likelihood that that's going to happen. 10. Want to make sure. Unlikely. Chaos factor 4. It's an on the dot yes. Not an exceptional yes, but it's yes. So they arrive at the same time. Is there already tension between the two of them? I want to also call that likely. 47 is yes. So immediately they're already kind of going at each other's throat. Oh, this is my trade route. Listen here, you skinny man. This is what we're gonna do. And the Len Onion comes back at them saying, "No, that is not true at all. That is not true at all." His voice keeps changing, and I do apologize for any kind of confusion on this. I'm really trying to nail down his voice, and to me, his voice is very much it's more sophisticated. It's more kind of like talking like it's kind of like talking like this. Whereas when go to he talks like this. He's very ramble. And as Len Onyar, he talks like this. Yeah, there we go. He talks like this. This is a voice we're gonna kind of stick with. It's almost like a Sean Connery kind of thing. So Len Onyar speaks back to Madman Gotul, and he says, "No, no, you unsophisticated, uncouth bastard. I'm telling you that the trade route belongs to me." And Talti comes in, "Gentlemen, please, please, please. Let's settle this like proper men. Okay? I want to make sure that we get the best. So please." And he puts an arm out onto Madman Gotul, and he says, "Madman Gotul, let Len Onya walk in first, and then please seat yourself." "All right. Let the skinny twig man walk in first. It's not going to make any of a difference." Len Onya goes to sit, followed by Gotul. Talti sits and says, "Gentlemen, my name is Sven Borker. I am only here to help, so please, each of you state your case, and we'll find a way to settle on mutual grounds." He looks over and Talti thinks, "Madman Gotul, I want you to open first on the reasons why you deserve priority over this new trade route." "It's very simple." Let's roll on that. Why does he want it? 51. Imitate. 74. Possessions. Simple, really. All we want to do is be able to counterfeit the other trade routes. Be able to make ends meet, but also provide a service. You see? That's all we want to really do. Just provide service. So when we're over there, we can mimic a lot of the things over there and get things done. It's very simple. Thank you. And Len Onya, why is it you deserve it? And what's your purpose for that? Alright, it's very simple, really. No, that's right, he talks like this. It's very simple, really. I rolled a 50. That's the hinder. 44 hinders illusions. For you see, they are counterfeiting possessions. They are counterfeiting lots of objects. We simply want to stop that. That's all we've ever wanted. That's all we want to do. As you see, we just want to stop them. That is why our cause is more noble than that of the pirates. Oh, yeah, I should cut you right down where you're stuck. Madman Gotul, please understand. I am trying to make negotiations as simple as possible between you two. So explain to me why, Madman Gotul, why you deserve this trade route. Ivory found it first, that's why. Pirates Code says that we have stakes in the line. Scavengers know that as well, and even those dogged star system imperialists. They don't know anything about trade routes. They know nothing about that. And that's why we deserve it. We found it first. Does Talti kind of gain a little bit more favor on that? It's 50-50. 97. That's a no. And it's an exceptional no. Madman Gold as much as I respect you, and I think you have quite the prowess, and that is it's admirable. But I don't buy that for a second. And on top of that, I think you're lying. Let's give him a little bit more of an insight on that. Is Talti noticing that the pirate is saying a little bit more that is untruthful? Give that a target of 8. Oh my goodness, he rolled a 12. Madman Gotul, I know for a fact, and he sees it with his eye, that the body temper and the signatures and in the body language, he notices right away, and he says, "You're lying. There's something else there, isn't there, Madman Gotul?" What is the chances that that is very likely? Is there something else? 89. And that's a no. No, not at all. Not at all. There's nothing else over there. Talti looks closer at him. Really scrutinizes Madman Gotul. Madman Gotul, you really want this route, and it's not for anything else other than that, but you are not telling me the whole truth. I'm very good at this, and I can tell when someone is not telling me the entire truth. So what is the truth, Gotul? Madman Gotul. Madman Gotul, realizing that he has been found out, looks down and looks back up and he goes, I've may have been hiding the truth from you, but the truth of the matter is that there is a secret treasure that is located in that sector, on that route, no less. And it's somewhere there, and by pirates' rights, it belongs to us. Any pirate worth his weight in his earned treasure knows it belongs to us, and not some filthy scavenger. And Len Onya responds back with, "Now there's no need for that. Not at all. So, as you see, Sven, this is what we're dealing with on a daily basis, as you can see. Their kind, brutish as they are, but scavengers, we are not just searching or just pilfering things. We're out there trying to collect knowledge that we can share with the rest of the stars, the rest of the planets in the star system. Probably the most important archaeological finds. But Len Onya, you are not archaeologists, you're scavengers. And he looks him up and down and goes, let's let's roll for that. Giving him a little bit of an advantage on that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Len Onya, you're not archaeologists. You're scavengers. And as far as I can see, you're also not telling me the truth. So, with that said, both of you are coming in here with half truths. Is that agreeable? And Madman, Goldtool, and Lenonia, they nod their heads. So, to the both of you, it seems that we are in an impasse. And to me, we need to find common ground here. Is there a way for both of you to settle on a compromise? Is that possible between the two of you? For I see it this way. If you share the space and come to an understanding, I can draft up today a treaty, a policy to which both the pirates and the scavengers can abide by. Is that agreeable? Oh yeah, he rolled a 10 with his talk skill. Oh, nothing at all, really. Len Onya, I'd be willing to hear you out. Yes, I'm willing to hear you out. I'm always losing his voice. I'm willing to hear you out, and whatever you come up with, I'm willing to compromise on this. Madman Gotol, he looks dead in the eye of Lenonia, and he looks at Talti and he goes, all right, I feel like we can find a compromise and find common ground. But you, skinny man, Talti looks at him. My name is Sven Madman Gultul, and you will address me as such as I have addressed you properly as well. All right. Fine. I trust you. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. Very intuitive man with lots of insight. I can see you've done this before. Aye. One thing that Madman Goldtool and I, we can honestly agree on is that you, my friend, yes, you are a very insightful man. So whatever you write up, we will agree to those terms. Aye. And I say aye as well. Good. Both parties have agreed that I will draft up a treaty that both of you will respect on this trade route. Now, with that said, I will write this up and I will ask for you to both come back. Give me a couple of hours and I will write this up for the both of you. And they both leave, and Talti writes up a policy that basically states that scavengers and pirates will agree to will share the space, will share the route on a first come first served situation as long as one party stakes claim on an object and was able to prove without a shadow of a doubt that they were there, that they have some sort of photographic evidence or something there that proves that they were there that day. They have claimed over to any wreckage, any rogue planet, rogue moon, whatever that's on this route, they have claim to it. And the other party must abide to that when proof is given with, if possible, within themselves. But if disagreement continues, they will have to settle this with another mediator of some kind. A couple hours pass through, and Talti shows them both, Madman Gultul and Lenonia, that here is the contract, and I have written it up for you. They look it over, trying to see if there's anything. Oh yeah. Thank you, Sven. I am willing to sign this in the name of the scavengers. And I will sign this for the pirates. We agreed on common ground that whoever claims stake on a piece of property or lost items or objects, this is fine. And I'm glad that you see it eye to eye with me. Madman Goldtool, I may not like you, but I can respect you. You don't be getting mushy on me. I don't need that. But yes, I respect you too, even if you are a scavenger. Don't respect the space that we live in. And you don't respect the fact that we are making findings every day. But I'm willing to sign this if you are. I am willing to sign it. And they both sign that and they shake hands. And Talti goes, all right, gentlemen, and I appreciate your time. He stamps it and says, this will be enforced by Ascension's people. Is that respectable for the both of you? They will police on this treaty. Of course. Of course, we don't need any kind of the star systems of the mob society coming at us. Those thought police. For once we agree on something, a mob society. Freaking communists is what they are. He spits right there. Talti, who is a part of the mob society, takes a deep breath, knowing that that is the government that he used to work in, and nods and goes, yes, I agree. The mob society is a bunch of sleazeballs is what they are. Yes, they are sleazeballs indeed. And with that, we end our scene. Talti was in lots of control of that situation, and that was fantastic. So we're going to say the chaos factor once again is going to go down at the end of this. And we'll begin our new scene with him going back to deliver the message that everything went according to plan, that copies of the treaty were made out to both the scavengers for them to have as well as the pirates to have. And that ends another episode of The Lone Roller. Thank you so much for tuning in, as you always do. Please follow me on all my social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, and now on Tumblr. Yeah, I'm bringing it back, baby. It's not like it never went anywhere. But until next time, capybaras, thanks for stopping by.